Good morning and welcome to Sports Zone on the Power Breakfast Show. Now basketball, quite an interesting game. Did you know that the rules of this game were actually borrowed from a children's game? And the first game ever was played with a fruit basket. Are you interested in knowing more about this game? Then make sure you stay tuned for another exciting Sports Zone.
In early December 1891, Dr. James Naismith, an instructor at an international YMCA in America, came up with the game of basketball to keep his students busy because it was consistently raining outside during the long New England winters. A soccer ball was initially used to shoot baskets, and truly one can see the growth in this game from such humble beginnings to this.
All around the world, to the beach, y'all. Let's go. All around the world, y'all know this is so that.
Basketball is a team sport in which two teams of 5 players each try to score points against one another by placing a ball through a 10-foot high hoop under organized rules. It is widely believed that basketball is the world's second most popular sport after soccer, and that's why I went out to Railway to learn a bit about this game from veteran coach Smarts Olumbo.
What can I expect today?
We'll actually be doing a bit of slidings, how to get your speed, and then we'll go on the layups and then the shooting. The warm-up that we were doing is called the wind spring. The wind spring is usually good for athletes when you want to develop their speed and you want them to have the upper body and the lower body strength. We take them usually on that wind spring.
Wow, that doesn't look too hard. Let me give it a shot.
Push it, just keep on pushing it. That's okay. That's okay. That's great.
Clearly, I spoke too soon.
So the layups that we were doing is usually the first shot that you learn in basketball, and it is the easiest shot. And you have to do it continuously. Like in a day, you have to take about 100 shots or 200 layups to perfect your layup shot.
Now to shooting, where the game is won.
Shooting is also very, very important, and if you've watched NBA games, a lot of their players shoot the ball pretty well. So it is something, the mechanism that we were just going through is something that you need to do all the time. And again, like I said, you have to take about 100 shots to about 200 shots every day to be good on your shots.
Okay. Down,
up. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's easier that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you go down.
Down.
Up.
Ah, I seem to be a natural at this. Any good team must monopolize ball possession if they want to win, and it all comes down to how good they are in dribbling.
Dribbling in a basketball game is the process that gets you from point A to point B. So you must be very good, like the drills we were doing, putting the ball between your legs, behind your back. Those are things that you need to do every day.
Now that I have the basics, let me show my opponent how real basketball is played.
Hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high. If you hit 'em low, hit 'em low, hit 'em
Going
low.
straight to the hole. You ain't got no game. I'm breaking you out the frame, coming through like a train. Not gonna take over the whole world is my goal. With my
Oh no! 2 points for Anne and nil for me.
Get none of this. We're running this. Well, take a earth shaker, 3-point gun in this. Get out the lane.
A 3-pointer? This girl is really good.
Coming right through you.
It's like
Okay, each and every time when you're playing a game, the first thing that you want to do is you must have confidence in yourself. Then you must have the correct basics. Because when you have the correct basics, it is very hard for anybody to stop you.
Finally, 2 points for me, Sports Zone and the Power Breakfast team. I better quit while I'm ahead. Anne is clearly very talented in this game, and I sought to find out how she got started.
I started playing basketball at the age of 13 in KCITI. I was so young then, so I just had that passion for basketball and started some basics. Basketball has really helped me in life because it got me a scholarship to college. And life-wise, okay, where I live in Matare. And actually it really helps me a lot because it keeps me busy and it helps me to get away from those challenges that are normally in slums. I play as a shooting guard, 3-man, because I shoot well. I'm a good shooter.
She also gave me tips on how to improve my game.
To beat me fast, you have to train. You need fitness. You have to train well. You need to get a good coach like Smart to show you some basics, and at least you need to have that desire and passion for basketball.
Coach Smart Olumbo has been in this game for 30 years, both as a player and now as a coach.
Tell me a bit about Eagle Wings, the team you coach.
Eagle Wings is a self-sponsored team. Is the offspring of Telecom. When the Telecom team was disbanded, we formed that team. It's self-sponsored and they are the league champions right now.
When did you get started in basketball?
I started basketball at the age of 17, and I started basketball because I liked it. It was what I was looking for in a sport, because I used to play cricket and hockey, and then I moved to basketball because of their speed.
I know at some point you made the transition from being a player to being a coach. Why?
In fact, after playing basketball, it got to a point that I felt I needed to give room to young players to come up and play. And the next thing that I could have done, because I didn't want to stop playing basketball, was to start coaching.
Maybe you can tell us a bit about your coaching career. What have been some of the highlights?
Coaching, I've coached quite a number of teams. I've also coached the ladies national team for quite some time. And I've also coached clubs for quite some time.
For 50 million people worldwide play this game, and there are interesting variations of it such as wheelchair basketball, water basketball, and even horse basketball. As I took my last shots, I could now understand why so many people say that we love this game.
Meanwhile, that's all we have for today's show, so make sure you catch us next week on the same station, that's Citizen TV, for another exciting sports zone.